Good morning, ladies. It is September 14th. Welcome to the Success Mastermind. This morning, I'm going to lead you through our usual meditation. And since both of you ladies were unable to attend, I'm just going to give you a little mini teaching that you can do on your own. Tammy, I think we've done this before. Marie, this may or may not be new to you. So let's begin with our meditation. Take some breaths, allowing yourself to land here and now in whatever you've got going on. Deepening your inhales, lengthening your exhales. Really getting present in this moment in whatever you've got going on. Allowing yourself to feel whatever you've got going on. Notice those body sensations. Notice those emotions. What's your energy feeling like? How's your breath? And are you able to tap into joy? Those moments that you can really enjoy. Taking a few minutes here to allow yourself to be present with what's going on. Notice what your mind does, what it makes good, bad, right, or wrong. Bring your attention back to your breath. This morning, I'd like you to think about what qualities would you like to invite into your day today? Maybe consistency, maybe flow. What is it you'd like a little bit more of today to move you forward? Notice any resistance that comes up around that. And maybe like a puff of smoke, you can blow it away, that resistance, so that that comes to you with ease, grace, glory, and joy. Setting your intention. What is it you'd like to get out of listening to this recording, of this connection? Let's take our hands and rub them together and generate some warmth. Let's cup the heel of our hand palms right over our eyes, bringing us to that space of darkness. Maybe doing a few exhaling breaths of letting go. Are there any messages there for you in that darkness? Is there anything that you need to know? As you're ready, bringing your chin to your chest. Removing your hands from your eyes and opening them. So today we're going to do a 10-year journey map, and we're looking for patterns with it. So you're going to need a piece of paper or a page in your notebook. You can have colored pens if you like, or it can be basic with a pencil. And this exercise comes from Kate Stillman's Master of You workbook and her book that goes with it. So this exercise starts with a reflection on cycles, and then you'll sketch your journey map. So in the beginning, I'd like you to listen and you can close your eyes if you want and see what arises. Consider, what season are you in now? Are you going towards a dark solstice or a light solstice? The season that brings you inward or outward, respectively. What is the moon phase now? Towards fullness or emptiness? If you are menstruating, are you heading towards an extroversion or ovulation? Sorry, an extroversion of ovulation or the introversion of menstruation? What phase of your life are you in? The growing up phase? The middle mature and creative phase? Or the reflective wind down phase? Really considering, what are the phases that are affecting you right now? Which ones are you in? Next, you'll sketch a map with colored pens on paper, like a child's treasure map of the past 10 years. Or if you prefer, you can journal rather than draw a map. You're going to reflect on your key events, themes, big changes, or chapters. Put your big events, breakdowns, and breakthroughs on your map with any symbol that comes to mind. When do you neglect or nourish yourself? Where do you ignore or embrace cycles? Look for patterns. Now you can just do an image if you want, do a child's treasure map. I'm going to show you what I was taught. And this was just helpful for me for a visual. If you have something else for a visual, please use it. So when I first learned this, we had a spiral that we drew on our page. So go ahead and hit pause and do this journey map. Give yourself 10 and for me, I wrote for you and journaled within this spiral. Really allow it to be a brain dump. Don't filter it. 10 years ago. Okay, great job on the first step of your 10-year journey map. And then when you get to the top, now we're going to look for patterns you're looking at now. So go ahead and take some time. I'm just going to read this over again. Actually, we're going to go back. Sketch a map and with colored pens on paper or in your journal. Journey map. Child's treasure map. To include perspective the past 10 years. Perspectives of, or if you prefer, you can journal rather than draw on map. Reflect on key events, images, big changes, or chapters. Put your big events, breakdowns, and breakthroughs on your map with any symbols that come to mind. When did you neglect or nourish yourself? Where did you ignore or embrace cycles? Look for patterns. As you're doing your journey map, feel free to include perspectives of your physical body, your energetic body, your mind body, your intuitive body, and your spirit body. Those were the bodies we went over in our meditation. So thinking about all of those as you're mapping your journey. Go ahead and hit pause and give yourself 10 to 15 minutes to do your journey map. Welcome back. Great job on your 10-year journey map. So we're going to look for patterns. When and where did you heed the cycles? It's like, what are you noticing that comes up as themes? Go ahead and highlight them or write them on the side. Just take a few minutes and look at what are the themes that have come up. And where did you stay in the cycle or step out of the cycle? And what happened next? When you look at your cycles, where and when were you out of sync, not listening to your intuitive body? For example, if you had a physical, mental, emotional, or core relationship breakdown, what preceded it? What were the early signs that you can see now? In your current journey, what phase of the cycle are you in now? Or are you in that curious pause between cycles, which is also part of the cycle itself, as is the pause between the exhalation and the next inhalation of your breath cycle? Look at your map and the territory you've covered. Notice the lessons that you've got out of this. Notice your growth. And notice the places where those cycles are continuing to repeat because you haven't fully learned that lesson. Now, the last step that you can take is you're going to draw a map 1 year ahead of you. If you want to take more time in digesting and looking at your cycles in this 10-year journey map, go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and do that. Welcome back again. Now, we're going to draw a map of 1 year ahead. Start where you are. List all 5 of those bodies. There was the physical body, the energetic body, the mind body, your intuitive body, and your spirit body. Emotions fit in with energy. And I often talk about the bliss body, and that fits in with the spirit body. Strengthen the part of the cycle that tends to be the weakest for you. Perhaps it's the closing, or perhaps it's the pause. Perhaps it's following through or the middle. When you are done, pause. Absorb the power and the intelligence in aligning your purpose from the cycles. I can't wait to hear about your journey map when we meet next Tuesday. Have an amazing Tuesday in whatever you're up to, ladies. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions about this journey map, and we will connect on it next week. Have an amazing Tuesday. I believe I've already said that, so I'm on repeat.